Welcome to today's workout, which is a full body sculpt. So we're going to be going through all of our exercises. We're not repeating them. We're just working through them from start to finish. All I have today is a few sets of dumbbells. So I have a 2, a 3, and 5 kilo set of dumbbells on hand, and we'll change them throughout. All right, let's get into it. Our first one, we are going straight into squats with a pause. So coming down, pause, and driving back up. Shoulders are back. We're working right through this set, no breaks. Drive through those heels as you push to the top here. "15 seconds to go. We'll be working in 45-second bursts. And we're working through the whole body here. 2, 1. Next one, we're coming through for a deadlift, straight into a shoulder press. Combo movement here. Making sure you pause in between the two exercises. So we're fully into it before we start coming back up for that shoulder press. Core is engaged the whole time here as well, as it should be in every single movement we do. Five seconds. And 1. Next up, we're coming through for a reverse fly. So I will be dropping my weights to the 3 kilos here. Hinging at the hips, eyes up. And we're squeezing through those traps when you're coming up to the top of this movement. Elbows have a slight bend, so they're not fully straight. Making sure you're breathing out as you're coming through that harder part of the movement here, and then breathing in as you come back down to center. And 1. Next up, we have a dumbbell halo. So your dumbbell is up overhead. We're coming around, thinking of it exactly like an angel halo. We're just making that perfect circle movement. Working through the shoulders here, the upper back, and the obliques as well. Full body movement. Perfect circle right around, switching directions each time. Next up, we are moving into a dumbbell windmill. Dumbbell is up in the air, legs are a little further than shoulder width apart, and we're coming down and then returning to center. We're going to stay on the same side before switching now, up in the air, and we're keeping that dumbbell up nice and straight right above our midline. Next up, we are into a reverse lunge with an upright row. Lunge, upright row. Switch legs, straight back into it. Same as with the movement earlier on, when we are switching between the two exercises, We're coming fully back to center before starting that second movement. Under 10 seconds. One more each leg. Next up, we're coming through for a deadlift into a bicep curl. We're almost skimming down the shins with our dumbbells here. And when we're going for that bicep curl, your elbow is tucked in at the waist. No swinging. If you're swinging, that weight's too heavy. Couple more each side. Last one. All right, we're going for a step out squat now. So feet are shoulder width apart, dumbbells up, into that squat movement. Almost like a side lunge, but a little bit closer stance, so we're not feeling it quite as much through that inner thigh. Last one. All right. Next movement, we're into a front rack march. Dumbbells are up on the shoulders just like they would be if you were doing a front squat. Drive that knee up one at a time, aiming for that dumbbell. You're not going to get to the dumbbell here. Well, you could, but that's not the aim. We're just driving towards it. Core is engaged. You're really going to feel this one right through the upper and lower core. Making sure you're breathing. One more each leg. All right. Little pause in between. Moving to my 3 kilo dumbbells here now. Take a breath. Get a drink if you need, but you're welcome to stop and pause at any time throughout your movements if you need that little bit extra rest in between. All right, let's go straight back into it. We have a bicep curl with a hold. So moving both dumbbells at once here. Hold, coming back down. Make sure you're breathing out as you pull to the top. Slow and controlled, right to the end. Once again, if you're swinging, drop those weights down. It's not about lifting the heaviest you can. 15 seconds. Two and one. Next one, I'm going to drop to 2 kilos here now. We've got quite a shoulder series. All right, lateral raises. Let's go. Breathing out as you come into the top. Making sure we're not going above shoulder height. We're stopping here, right in line with the shoulders. Slight bend through the elbows as well, and slight bend through the knees. Five seconds. And one. All right, next movement. Hinging at the hips, bend the elbows, and we're kicking them back. So really making sure you squeeze the triceps each rep here. Slow and controlled. We're not racing through it. Couple more. All right, pausing for a second. Straight back into it. I'm using the same 2 kilo dumbbells. We're going in for front raises now. Same as with your lateral raises, we're just going to shoulder height here. Core is braced. Slight bend through the knees, slight bend through the elbows. A few more. Last 2. And 1. Coming down to the floor. All right, dumbbells are up above, and then we're coming out into a fly. Slight bend through those elbows, and then driving those dumbbells back together. Core is braced, and we're breathing out as we come to the top. Five more here. Slow and controlled right to the end. All right, we are staying down on the ground for these next few. So we have got a glute series here now. You won't need your dumbbells yet. All right, so we have a glute bridge with an extension. Drive those hips up, extend the leg out, return, back down, switching legs. You're going to feel this right through the core, the glutes, the hemis. Slow and controlled to get the most out of every single exercise. Make sure that opposite glute is engaged. Last one. And down. Next up, we've got a single leg glute bridge. Grab a dumbbell if you want. Leg is straight up in the air. And we're driving through that right glute. Should definitely be feeling it after that first set. Switching legs. Two, one. All right, our next movement here, we have got a marching glute bridge.
Drive those hips up, and we're keeping them up the whole time here. Bring that knee into a right angle, and we're landing on the heels as we come back down. You can add a weight here as well across the hips if you want. 10 seconds. And 1. All right, next up, grabbing your dumbbell, arms up, hips up, and we're doing a pull over. So that dumbbell's coming overhead and then back up directly in line with the face. Do not drop it here. Core is engaged, glutes are switched on. Ten seconds. And 1 more. All right, placing that dumbbell back on the hips, straight into that next movement. We've got dumbbell pulses. So we're just staying in the upper part of this movement. Making sure you're breathing, we're not holding our breath. This glute series is a killer. 15 seconds. Three, two, 1. Last movement for today. Legs are up, dumbbell is overhead, and we're just moving through for a crunch. So bringing that dumbbell up towards the feet. Slow and controlled as with every single movement. Halfway. Last 10. Make the most of this. This is your last exercise. And 1. We are all done for today. Hope that was a burner. See you again for the next one. Make sure you do a little stretch afterwards as well, whether it's following your own stretch or there is a stretch routine on my page as well.